Welcome to episode 1181. James Clark, Stanford professor turned billionaire. This picture of Jim Clark and his fourth wife, Kristy Hinze, is an outline of episode 1181. Jim Clark from millionaire to billionaire with Netscape.
Professor who had already made millions from one startup and felt like doing another. Jim Clark.
I said, look, if you can recruit all of the guys, every single guy who helped you write that program, then I'll put my own money in it, and we'll just start a company and figure out some way to make a business out of it. And that's exactly what we did. I put $3 million in. We flew out to University of Illinois 4 days later, signed them all up.
He was born in 1994 in Plainview, Texas. Age 16, he was kicked out of school.
I was 16, I got kicked out of school. 17, I joined the Navy, and I got a lot of experience in the Navy.
Spent 4 years with the U.S. Navy. There he discovered his interest in electronics. In 1974, he earned a PhD in computer science from the University of Utah. From 74 to 78, he was assistant professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz. 78 to 82, he was associate professor at Stanford University. Made his first fortune by founding Silicon Graphics, SGI, while still a professor at Stanford.
6 or 7 people suddenly coalesced around me, and we began to talk about this graphics architecture, and I was working with Marc Andreessen to build the chip. We wanted to build a working version of that here, and I wanted to use that as a springboard to go out and start a company. And I recruited all of those guys. I took them away from Stanford to go out and start Silicon Graphics.
Right.
Subsequently,
1994, he co-founded Netscape with Marc Andreessen with an initial investment of $3 million.
More people starting to use the internet, Netscape was in a good position. On the technical side of things, Netscape was the most advanced browsers. The other browsers tried to catch up with Netscape, but continued to add new features. Netscape was the most popular browser and seemed unstoppable. However, this was soon to change when Microsoft, using Mosaic source code, created Internet Explorer.
Make a long story short, Bill Gates won the browser war. Netscape went out of business, but Bill Gates drew the wrath of Department of Justice. He was forced to step down from Microsoft. Clark is a famous womanizer. He's been married 4 times. This picture of his third wife, Nancy Rutter, who reportedly costed him $125 million in divorce settlement. In 2009, he married Kristy Hinze, 36 years his junior, and former model of Sports Illustrated. The secret of his success: find a huge and exploding market like the internet browser.
And we can displace Mosaic. There's 24 more million people who would like a product like this, presumably. And the market, the size of the net was doubling roughly every year and a half. So I meant by the time we had our products in the marketplace, it would be 50 million people. So you've got to be able to make money with 50 million people using your product.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be James Clark, 8 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.